Okay, here we go again. I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I feel pretty comfortable saying this shit. Doesn't bother me that much. Still been waiting on somebody to get back with the replies about a lot of stuff. But it's been brought to my attention, and I've noticed it a lot. Which is why I can do this kind of shit, and I don't see a lot of other people doing it. Because Facebook usually just, their little bugs out there, they drop my fucking shit that gets posted. So nobody ever sees it anyway, so I don't really give a fuck. If you don't go to YouTube, you probably don't see it anyway. You don't get to hear the opinion. Hey, great. Just live in your fucking little fantasy world. I hope it collapses around you and you burn inside of it. But I'm going to say it with confidence. Like I said, 98% won't hear it, never gets shared, and they block it. But here's something funny. So Dallas got shot up recently. And I think it was come down to white. It was like, how many white police officers died? Was it like 5? Like 12 were shot. 6 were injured, 5 died, something like that right there. 7 were injured. It's crazy because everybody's wanting to talk about it. Everybody wants that. Well, we need a real open discussion about race, and and we need a real open discussion about the history that we have here in America, and blah 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 blah. Here's a fun factor. Here's a fun fact. If you ever want to open their mouths and you don't know what to say, then bring this up. As a proud Southerner, such as myself, some stupid ass white kid went into a fucking church and blasted. How many black people was that? 9? Killed black? Yeah, 9 black people. And when they got his manifesto and they asked him his questioning, he said he wanted to kill black people, and I quote, "I wanted to kill them." He says, he killed black people to start a race war because he wanted to shoot black people. That's why he did it. That's why he said he did it for. Now, lo and behold, there was no fucking discussion. Nobody wanted to discuss things. Nobody wanted to, have a powwow. Nobody wanted to have a fucking, hey, let's talk about this shit. Nobody wanted to open up a dialogue. They said, you rotten sons of bitches. Nobody wanted to open up a dialogue with you fucking Southern bastards. You lower that fucking flag. Fuck your fucking heritage. You're a bunch of racist bigots, and all you Southern bastards need to die and get into the 20th century. It's 2015. It's 2016. We got the current fucking year. That's what they told us. The current fucking year, and how we were all dirty, rotten bastards down here in the South who are a bunch of prejudiced, egotistical, self-righteous, narcissistic pieces of shit. And how dare we even open our mouths? And see, they had the stereotype, and they still do, of the Southern man and the Southern woman. They're all barefoot, buck-teeth, hillbilly rednecks who don't know what the fucking indoor plumbing is. And we still beat black people with bully whips. And every once in a while, we have ourselves a lynching. And that's how the South is represented, period. You don't get a voice. Nobody wanted to open up a dialogue with you. Nobody wanted to say, hey, Southern lives matter. Fuck that. Fuck those sons of bitches. And fuck their fucking heritage. Now, that's what was said. That's how that went down. I don't know if you remember it. It was pretty plain obvious to me. Nobody wanted to talk about anything. They just said, fuck them. Now, here recently, there's this so-called fucking thing called Black Lives Matter. Now, wherever Black Lives Matter have gone, there has been riots, there have been shootings, there have been mass amounts of arrests. They block off traffic, they cause trouble wherever they go, burn these fucking cop cars. They burn down. They're a menace. And so far, so I noticed that they say they're standing up for black lives. Now, there's a guy, he climbs into a fucking parking deck in Dallas, leaves a manifesto, and they asked him, because that was a quote from him, if you've been watching the news, not the manifesto that was found, but actually quoted by him. I wanted to kill, and I quote, I wanted to kill, this is what he said, he wanted to kill white cops because he hated white people. That's what he said. That's it. And he went as far as to ask the police officers before they blew his ass up with a fucking robot bomb, and he met, Robot Tom. He met he met fucking Wally, and Wally had a nuke. I'm fucking around, he didn't have a nuke. It was Wally though. Wally goes in there and blows his ass up. He asked how many cops he killed. He wanted to feel good about himself. Now, why are we opening up a dialogue? That's my question. Why is it when this happens and a black guy kills white people because he hates white people, you want to open up a dialogue and we need to talk about the history and how this country was founded and who did what to who, and I don't get a welfare check and my kids don't go to the same school you do, and I get this fucking line of fucking bullshit. Fuck that. Fuck your Black Lives Matter. Fucking lower the fucking flag. The pieces of fucking shit. If you were a black man in this country, fuck you. That's what you said to these Southern people. I don't want to hear about your heritage. I don't. It doesn't matter to me. If nothing matters to you, why should your shit matter to me? I don't care. Fuck you, fuck your mom, fuck your mom's mom, fuck your mother's down the street, grocery store, 7-Eleven, as you saw at the fucking passing at the Willy Wonka factory. I don't give a fuck where you seen her, who she knows, who she married, or where she went to school. Fuck them. They're screwed. You can't do that. You can't go, but you can't say these people have a voice, but nobody else does. You want to get into an intellectual dialogue when it's convenient for you. See, black lives don't matter. Black lives, they don't. Black agenda matters. They'll grab at whatever agenda works for them. See, white lives don't matter. It's white agenda that matters. Cops' lives don't matter. It's cop agenda that matters. It's not patriot lives matter. It's patriot agenda that matters. That's what you don't get. That's what you don't see. You, for the fucking love of God, the next time they won't open up a dialogue, tell them to fucking lower their flag, tell them Black Lives Matter sucks, and get the fuck out of your face. No, if nobody else has a voice, neither the fuck do you. It is not the freedom of speech when it's convenient for fucking you. It is not the convenient of your fucking country when it's convenient for you. That's it. You either are a nation of laws and you represent each other in those laws, or you do not. They're not laws that conveniently work for you. There's no law on this planet that is convenient, nor are they made to work for you. Fuck. How dumb you go. And then you get the stupidest fucking shit I've ever heard in my life. Well, you don't know what it's like to be a black man in America. I'm pretty sure I don't. Neither do I know what it's like to have a vagina. I don't know what it's like to be a chick in America. Don't know that one either. Don't even know what it's like to be a woman in fucking Bangladesh. I have no fucking clue. And you don't know what it's like to be a fucking a dog out in the back fence. And you have no fucking clue what it's like to be a Japanese guy. And neither do you know what it's like to be a white guy in America. And neither do you know what it's like to be a girl in America. If you're a fucking girl, you got no fucking clue what it's like to be a guy. To say that you have no idea what the opposite factor of you that you can't understand them, that's a given. That's not an argument. Naturally, they will not know. Men don't know what women go through. Black people don't know what white people go through. White people don't know what black people go through. Asians don't know what fucking Mexicans go through. These things, that's not an argument. That's a statement that leads nowhere. So what? Well, then you must have sympathy for my plight. No, I do not have to have sympathy for your plight. I do not. Does the law work for you? If you do not believe the law works for you, show me where it doesn't work for you. That's how that works. Well, it's not as simple as showing me where it's not that simple. See, being a black man in America, I don't give a fuck. Do you get equal representation under the law? No, I do not. Okay, where is it located that you do not? Where is it stated that black people cannot go to court but white people can? Well, 100 years ago. I'm not talking about a fucking 100 years ago. Right fucking now. Can you vote? Can you go to school? Can you get equal opportunity under the law? If you cannot, please show me where it is located. And if you can, shut the fuck up. That is ridiculously stupid. You argue for no reason. Tell them to bring an argument to your table that makes fucking sense. If you want to argue these things, then by all means fucking argue them. But tell them to bring something that actually holds water. I don't want to talk about 100 years ago. 100 years ago does not affect me, nor does it affect you. Well, the mindset of the general community. Then how the fuck are you going to do that? Is there a law that changes minds? Well, there are racist people in this country. There are bigots, racists. There are murderers, rapists. But if you're going to admit that there are these things, then why on God's green planet are you trying to subdue yourselves that you cannot protect yourselves from the things that you admit to being in this fucking society? If you're saying that there's racism in this society, then why would you hinder yourself to protect yourself from the racism? Why would you cower away so you cannot protect yourself? If you say the police officers do not represent you, so the best thing to do is to kill all people who might be racist, I got news for you. If you said everybody was, name the person that admits to their racism. You're in a fucking shooting range. You have to kill everybody. Nobody admits to this. Well, there just has to be racism. Why does there have to be racism? Are you a racist? Are you the keen eye on racism? Well, no, just people are racist. People are racist. That's what they are. Then if you know this to be a human instinct that people are racist, and there is no way to fix this racism because it is basically built in human society to be racist, what the fuck are you arguing for? Do you have a magic pill that gets rid of the racism? Well, we got to teach people not to be racist. How are you going to do that? With human beings who are racist? Your argument leads nowhere. You love to hear a sound wall. How are you going to teach no racism? By humans that are racist? You just admitted that all humans have to be racist because it just has to be racism. I'm sorry. Humans are just racist. Well, then, who the fuck's going to teach them not to be? You? You incredible non-racist ass who just admitted that there has to be racism on the planet? See how stupid that sounds? You want to start with fixing your fucking problem. You do not look back at your problem and try to fix it in the past. You cannot fix the past. There's no fixing the past. Period. You can't even make amends to the past. It is an infeasible possibility. Well, I don't trust white people. And I don't plan on you ever fucking trusting them, because if you're leaving it up to me, I'm not going to do shit to make you trust me. I don't give a fuck if you don't trust me. I don't care. You don't have to like me. You don't have to trust me. You don't have to believe in me. You don't have to be my best buddy. You don't have to be my best friend. You can stay your ass at your racist house and hang out there and hate me from afar. Do not, and I repeat, do not come to my house, burn a cross in my yard, or try to drag me out of it racistly. Or I will show you why the Second Amendment is so important to me, not just your First. You can say whatever the fuck you want in your yard, in your house, at your place, where you live, and where you reside. I have no problems with this, and I'll never tell you not to. You come to my place of residence and you try to spew any fucking racial bullshit. You try to get me to join any fucking racist group. And I don't care who you are, black, white, Puerto Rican, Polak, Jap, Jew, or a fucking Muslim. I don't give a fuck. I will introduce you to our Second Amendment and how important that one is. And then you get to be told by everybody else, that motherfucker's important as well, isn't it? Stop the bullshit arguments. Bring something to the table that fixes a fucking problem. Just screaming this bullshit, and you can't. You already set precedents. You cannot until you give Southerners a voice. that says their shit wasn't wrong either. And we're sorry we fucking wiped you with a big broad brush and we didn't give you a voice and nobody wanted to hear what you had to say. So fuck you, I don't care. I don't give a shit what you have to say. Until that happens, I'm not going to believe a fucking word you got to say. I don't care what happened. I don't. Until you fix that. Then we'll work on the other stuff. Once you set precedents, period. So you have to lower your flags and get your black asses off the road and shut up about Black Lives Matter. You just have to. Because a black guy shot up a place he wanted to kill white people. That automatically tells me about your group. You're painted with that same broad brush that you like swiping to the left, now it's swiping to the right, motherfucker. When you paint a board with a broad brush, every speck of the board gets painted, not just the parts you want. That's what that means. So, I hope that helps for the lot of you that do manage to see this shit, because they'll bring it down again. But I don't give a fuck about that. It's just, I have to say these things because I just hear too many of you stupid asses saying the dumbest things on the planet. Have a great fucking day.